It looks like the love boost duration is finally revealed. Dave is dropping hints of future champions coming to the game, and we get a slight update as to when we will see the Hulkbuster Buff. Yes, hello everybody and welcome back to the Marvel Contest of Champions news. This is your Friday edition of the news, jam-packed of little stories, big stories, and all the important things that really make this community nice and fluffy and warm and sunshine and lollipops. Yes, I'm feeling a bit soppy. It is Valentine's Day after all. But you don't have to feel alone if you are a man or a lady. You know, you've always got this and you've got this. That's right, mandible claw for the people to get on your nerves, and the old swanton bomb for old Jeff Hardy. Love wrestling. One final thing to mention before we get into the news though is a massive thank you to my current patrons, YouTube members and Twitch subs. Now you can give a free Twitch sub if you have an Amazon Prime account, and a link is down in the description of how to do that, and as well you can just give your support to the channel by hitting the like button, subscribe and post notifications on, and hitting up a comment down below about some of the things we're going to talk about in this edition. And without further ado, let's get into the news. The green stem doesn't work. Yeet! Our first story up is all about dungeons. If you've seen the in-game message, you know everything's been rescheduled. I'm not sure when the new dungeon crystals are going to drop. Obviously, people are hopeful for the new champions being put in, as well as some OG and some OP champions to boot. But yeah, everything commences today from 6 PM UK time, but obviously 10 AM PST time. Our second story brings us into the forum where there's been a bit of a development with Siphon. Now, something that we mentioned on our podcast, and as well something that I know has been a very active forum thread, that people really don't like Siphon for defense tactics. And that's a case of going up against it, not a case of placing it, but it is causing the scourge of Alliance Wars. So Kabams look like they're making some changes, which is fairly positive. Tier 1 to 3, rank 3 reduced block penetration per stack from 1,500 to 1,000. Tier 4 to 5, rank 2 reduced block penetration per stack from 1,000 to 750. And obviously, as I said, these changes will be in effect when placing defenders for your next war. So that is very positive to see that Kabam are listening to people and are acting upon this, and maybe the analytical data points to this not being a very favourable or nice experience. Now, as I've said, people have very much mentioned this as being a problem with Alliance Wars at the moment. But what are your thoughts on this? Have it in the comment section down below. Are you happy about this? Do you think this is part of many changes that need to be done with Alliance Wars? Or are you completely done with Alliance Wars? Which I think a lot more people are than you might think. Next up, and let's talk about Love Boost. Now, for a lot of players, they've already smashed out this month's event. I'm just about to 100% all difficulties because I want to do a substantial Grandmaster Crystal opening. But the fact is, people are wondering about the boost. Some people do actually use the boost, and I would say that people that are up and coming are trying to kind of get to the more difficult stuff. They're using a boost. But how long does it last for? Because it doesn't actually say. A big problem at the moment for players wanted to find out. It's only as of recently, as in yesterday, that we got the announcement that in fact it lasts for 2 hours. Especially with many people saying that, you know, why wasn't this mentioned? But obviously Kabam Lyra is letting people know. So that's good, being let know, but I think something needs to happen in game because it just doesn't come up with a timer. I don't know if anybody else has experienced that. I definitely have seen it last night when we were playing the game. So yeah, it's good that it's been sorted out. Yeah, also a little bit of note from me about Love Juice. Now, honestly, it's just the weirdest thing to be talking about Love Juice. Now, I'm trying to take myself as serious as possible, but saying Love Juice all the time is so damn weird. Yeah, if you want to use your Love Juice, you can actually use it in all types of game modes. It doesn't have to be specific to Love as a battle realm or any kind of love-based event. The fact is it can be used elsewhere. Yes, it does transfer at the end of the month to health potions, level 3s and level 4s, but you can actually use it in all different types of game modes. This is actually taking a screenshot from a master mode. So yeah, I can confirm that you can use love potions in everywhere in the contest that, you know, requires you to top up your health. Next up, I'm moving on to the Hulkbuster Buff. Now, not much has happened over the last few months on this, and it just seems really weird that we voted on something that takes a long process to get sorted. You kind of think that obviously MCOC does 2 champions a month, and that's great. But at the time, sometimes I kind of think like, well, wouldn't it be best to do like a year or like several months where they go, look, let's put 1 new champion in and then buff a second champion of an OG type form. Bringing champions up to speed is great. 1 new champion, 1 buffed up champion. The old and the new colliding together. Then Kabam can even roll out Cavalier Crystals appropriate to that champion. So look, they're making their money, as they would. They're then reinstating maybe another arena with it. It's win-win for Kabam to do that. To focus on the old, focus on the new. Regardless if you agree or disagree with that particular point, which is absolutely fine by the way, have we had an update to this situation? Kind of. The Kabams exhibit saying we don't have any news to share right now in regards to the Hulkbuster update, but we will make an announcement for everyone to see as soon as we do. For me personally, I think that this is going to be not done until next month or the month after, but what are your thoughts? Do you think this is going to be done soon? Do you think we're going to get something by May? Put it down in the comment section down below. Next up, and Arena. Okay, so I've been running off of this here for a lot of the stuff when there's not been any information that's been produced about what Arena's on. There was nothing in the category of like news in the forums to kind of let us know that what was going to be the accompanying basic, which as we know at the moment is She-Hulk. So I was a little bit lost with the last Marvel Contest Champions news to give any predictions. Now I can give you some predictions. So the champion of Longshot I feel has got sufficient hype around it to get it up to highs of about 65 to 68 mil as a 5-star. The 4-star version I think would go up to about 12.5 mil. But let's face it, more than likely it's going to go for 11 mil. 12.5 mil is the overkill safe point. And then we've got the She-Hulk at 4-star. Man, that's been re-rolled quite a few times. So I think that if you do want it and you're putting in a little bit of effort, it may be about 1.8 mil to get that champion. Maybe putting it highs of about 1.9 to 2 mil if you want to feel safe. But 1.8 is high enough. If it goes anything more than that, I just don't think that's going to be good. It's still a used champion, but I think since the nerf that yeah, a 1.7, 1.8 mil is probably going to be safe. So let's just say 1.8 mil. There we go. Now I've just got some time for some funny things in game and some innuendo. So we're getting close, Summoner. I keep getting a tingling. Ooh, that's natural for young boys like you when growing up, Spidey. Ugh. Come here and give me a kiss, bub. I love you, man. I have both awaited and feared this moment my entire life. Just be glad that Shakla can't read these bubbles. Psh, she's not in this game. I'm sure everybody has forgotten about her. Well, for those that don't know, that is Deadpool's wife, which could be a cool addition to have in game, especially considering we could get then a synergy buff for Deadpool X-Force and maybe old school Deadpool. Now onto our most important story, and that is what is happening here. As you know, Dave has a tendency when he goes to Vancouver taking a photo with something in the background. This is a developer from Kabam. This is the game. And this is a thing that has everybody thinking it could be one of many things. Well, first and foremost, it's a blur. It's a really kind of obscure blur. So it's difficult to pinpoint whether or not it's a champion. However, though, it is a champion, but it's not going to be a new champion. From what I've seen and from what I believe, especially over the last 4 months, this is more than likely going to be part of the new season of Alliance Quest. Now, first and foremost, people were thinking that that blur could have been something like Fandral, but it looks like it is more than likely a character associated, as I said, with Alliance Quest. And based on an image, a PNG that Ultrix data mined back in November of 2019, and as well, I think that the Kabam devs could have used this for a little while as a profile pic, that in fact we're getting Doom bots and a new season of Alliance Quest. I think timing actually works out to be that case, but I could be wrong. Or maybe it's a case that this is just a couple months down the line of building a new type of Alliance Quest, or even putting in a new event that's associated with this. As you've seen from the previous image, there's nothing like a hood and a cape or a cloak or whatever it is. The fact is, in this image here, there's nothing. There's nothing at all, and that would pinpoint it to be anything close to a character or a champion, but the build, shape and structure, especially with the silvery parts like metal parts, and as well the way that the green and the belt in particular kind of give me the idea that that is indeed a Doombot as opposed to it being any new champion. What are your thoughts? Am I wrong? Is it actually a new champion? Is it a Doombot? Your thoughts, comment section down below. And now, we've just been sent this by Mercia to react to. This is a 6-star crystal opening. I like to kind of put these in from time to time into the Marvel Contest Champions news because it's a nice kind of like fun end to the week. As he spins, he pops, and it skips past. Oh god, oh dear, oh no, oh god, what was that? I mean, it's good that you got a Doctor Strange from all those other champions being in there, but like that was crazy, a little bit unfortunate as well. That was Mercia's second ever 6-star opening. Always fun to see these little ones from time to time, and it's nice to put it into the Friday edition. It's a nice little kind of like take home for the weekend. So yeah, thanks for sending that through. And thank you very much for watching this video. Check out some fresh content that's up here. Also check out the supporting links down here for the second channel and as well for Patreon or the membership. Thank you very much for all the love and support on the videos this week. It's been absolutely amazing, and I've got so much more to do when it comes to next week and also end of February pretty strong. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye for now.